Dean here with Escape to Gaming. Today I have kind of a holiday channel update, just kind of letting you know how everything has been going. And I wanted to talk about my PlayStation 4 impressions, as well as what I did over Thanksgiving, the holidays. So it's been a wonderful Thanksgiving. Many of us have had a wonderful year and had much to be thankful for. I certainly have, and I talked about a little bit about that in a vlog I had recently. But when I was down, actually for Thanksgiving for a few days, now I have 4 gaming friends down there, and it's hard for me to see all of them. I had to try to kind of pick and choose, and based on my schedule, I was able to see one of them Friday on the day after Thanksgiving. I went down, or actually drove up to the San Fernando Valley and saw a friend of mine, Cameron, from the Industrial Gamer channel on YouTube. We've recently become friends and had a really good time talking, and I've got a couple brief clips of my time there with him. Another road trip. I'm actually leaving my family down in Anaheim Hills in Orange County and heading up to see Cameron of Industrial Gaming up in the San Fernando Valley. And we're going to meet at a nice convenient place up there and talk about games and the good old times we have with gaming. And I just thought it'd be really novel to kind of hang out and visit while I'm down here. It's rare that I actually interact with any of my friends on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, other than the ones in California. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to visit with Cameron and have a great time. We'll have a nice lunch and talk about our favorite games and what we're looking forward to for the new year. So it's a nasty, wet day. This is not the ideal weather to be traveling on LA freeways, but it's going to be a fun drive up there. I'm looking forward to it, and it gives me a chance to kind of get out of the house and away from family for a while. A couple of days is sometimes enough. So anyway, here we are passing my old stomping grounds near LAX right now, where I lived for years, Culver City and El Segundo in Manhattan Beach. And I really miss the LA area quite a bit, and I always enjoy visiting when I come down here. So now it's time to keep my eyes on the road for this one. There he is. What's happening? The weather gets nice. The minute I got off on Canaan Road, it looked great. My little flip camera is what I do all my shows with. How's it going, man? Great to see you.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm his friend. This is my friend. Yeah.
Jacob. So Cameron and I and a friend of his met at a wonderful restaurant and had a great time, talking God for probably a couple hours just about games and gaming and YouTube and the whole deal. And had a wonderful time. Really enjoyed it was just nice to visit with another YouTuber that we've shared so much on YouTube and Facebook, and it was nice to actually kind of catch up in person. I brought down for him an extra copy of one of my favorite games, MotorStorm Pacific Rift, which I'm hoping that he'll try soon and enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 3. And he surprised me with a wonderful, stylish game, Mirror's Edge, which is one of his favorite games. So we kind of exchanged games and some good wishes over the holidays. Had a wonderful time catching up. It was really nice. And ended up going back and spending time with my wife. Now, unfortunately, Black Friday for some was all about gaming and getting killer deals on games. I hope you found what you wanted. They had smoking deals on brand new Xbox 360s and PS3 bundles, the whole deal. Some people were still trying to look to see if they could get an Xbox One or PS4. I hope it worked out for. I hope you got exactly what you wanted. I pretty much have gotten most of the games. I paid, I think, $250 for my new Xbox 360e, which came bundled with Halo 4 and the wonderful game Tomb Raider, which actually is a code, which you install the whole game on your hard drive. So I already bought that. That probably was going to be the one thing I was going to get on Black Friday. I probably could have saved $50 on it, but it's okay. So I ended up spending my Black Friday trying to shop for a new car. We haven't had a new car in exactly 10 years. I bought in late '03, a brand new '04 Chevy back then. Which kind of our family car. My wife drives it, and I drive it on the weekends and use it to go to GameStop. We take vacations with it. Something that's good on gas. My truck drinks a tremendous amount of gas. It's like 14 miles per gallon tops on the freeway, actually closer to 12, and probably 9 or 10 miles per gallon in town, so it's horrible. So it's nice to finally have a new car. It gets wonderful gas mileage. Coming back up, actually, Saturday we drove right past, went through Valencia by Magic Mountain in the Los Angeles area, and little did I know that at the same time we drove through there, they had that horrible crash with Paul Walker. My condolences to his family, and certainly his daughter that he left behind. Many of us, and myself included, have done, street racing and horsing around in the street. Sometimes it gets out of control and things get out of hand and you can have some horrible wrecks. I've survived a couple really bad ones doing the same thing myself. So I feel really bad. I didn't even know about the news until after I got home. And I was shocked that right around the same time it happened, I drove right through Valencia on the 5 freeway, right past there. So I feel really bad for him. He's one of the few newer contemporary, car actors that's in car movies today that I like. I mean, all my favorite movies from the 70s and 80s that had a lot of car chases in them, a lot of those actors are much older now. I was really happy to see Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, kind of up and coming, newer, younger stars that are keeping the spirit alive for those that love cars and are car enthusiasts and racing enthusiasts. And I love the series. I have every one of the Fast and Furious movies, and really enjoyed going recently to see the last installment that was at the theater. So my heart really goes out to him and his business partner that was also killed in the wreck as well. These things happen. In retrospect, maybe they shouldn't have, done that on the street where, with his phone poles and trees and what have you. But it does happen. I'm guilty of doing the same thing myself and have done it many times. So I'm the first person that has empathy in that regard. But anyway, it was a nice trip back. Coming back from LA, I kept thinking I miss playing games. Sometimes I'll bring my Xbox 360 down with me back in the original box and play it down there. It really wasn't the time for that. I was really busy. And so I was looking forward to gaming when I got back. But we had to do some car shopping actually on the way back. And so we stopped along the way coming from LA and test drove several new cars. I've been looking for over a week and a half on the internet trying to find the best deals, and they had some fantastic Black Friday deals, new cars. So we ended up getting a new 2014 Chevy Malibu, get like $5,000 off on Black Friday, and actually on our way home late that night, right before midnight, signed the papers on it to lock in on that deal. Unfortunately, I didn't have the car to actually see and drive there. I drove some other ones, but the color that we wanted, I had to do a 275-mile road trip to go pick that car up Monday morning, which was really kind of nice. So I actually was driven up there by someone from the Chevrolet dealership and dropped me off, and I was able to drive that new car back and break it in. So I've had a lot of time to think about gaming and my show on the way back, and that's why I kind of wanted to take the time to do this channel update and let you know how excited I am to really have. I've had a wonderful time with this new PlayStation 4. My impressions of it are, it's a powerful computer. It's incredibly fast and smooth. I like the very simplistic, dashboard on it. As far as the UI, it works very well. It's very smooth and fluid and quick. I think eventually maybe they'll have a patch, or they'll have some new firmware update where you'll be able to change your background setting. But other than that, I love it. I haven't had a problem. The very first day that I got it after the midnight launch, I had a real problem getting on the PlayStation Network. But other than that first day, it's been fine. I've had no issues, no crashes. I haven't got to play it as much as I'd like. I've played probably 6 or 7 hours of Need for Speed Rivals and loved the game. I did a wonderful impressions video of it, a little long, but I really enjoyed the game and wanted to take the time to do a detailed impressions of it. I've played part of the first level of Battlefield 4, which is the next game I'm going to be diving into probably tonight or tomorrow. I really enjoy the graphics on that, and I'm looking forward to playing the campaign on that, followed quickly up by Killzone Shadowfall. Recently also, I picked up a couple older games that got brand new, and I got a wonderful copy of Binary Domain, which I've been highly recommended. My friend Cameron was the one that recommended this game in his special his top favorite games of the last generation. And I am very excited to play this. Mark Bussler of Classic Gamer also has highly recommended this. And I had just recently bought this Dewey's Human Revolution game for the Xbox 360, but they just came out right after I got it. They came out with a director's cut. So I thought I'd try this. It has some enhanced graphics, and I guess they dialed in the boss battles, which were kind of a nuisance on the original one. So, and I also found a really nice strategy guide in mint condition for $10 at my mom and pop store. So I'm really excited about playing this one as well. This is going to be wonderful. I've been looking at the GameStop's most anticipated games and kind of going through, and I made a list of the ones that I'm going to be pre-ordering for the year, and I thought I'd read those to you. I also have the dates. Some of them I'm kind of surprised that the dates have been pushed back as far as they are, but here they are. In fact, I need to go in and pre-order this one. I haven't pre-ordered yet. The game Thief comes out $225. Now this looks like a wonderful game. I've seen 2 clips already of it. The graphics look incredible. I think it's going to be a really fun game. I don't know if it's, I think it's a reboot of the original Thief, which I never got to play, so I'm really excited about that. It looks kind of like a Dishonored kind of a game, a really cool stealth game, and I think these new enhanced graphics on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 are going to be wonderful. Now Drive Club, it looks like they've got it slated to come out on 3/3/03, which will be coming up pretty soon. So that I'm looking forward to. They're taking the time to tweak it. They wanted to make sure that it runs at a smooth 60 frames per second. I've been watching more and more clips of that, and it really looks good. I'm really excited to get Drive Club. I think that'll be kind of an equivalent to Forza, with probably a lot of similar dynamics with the kind of cloud-based gaming and online gaming, and you can still play it offline, I think, as well. Dying Light looks really, really good. It's kind of like a Mirror's Edge, actually, combined with zombies. So Techland, I believe, is doing it. That did Dead Island. It looks fantastic. I like the fact that it has one dynamic during the daytime dealing with zombies, and then you'll be able to do a lot of parkour and scramble quickly away from them, and then at nighttime all hell breaks loose, literally, and the zombies become highly aggressive, can scramble up behind you, climbing up buildings, doing things that the other zombies in the daytime can't do. So it's going to be an intense survival horror. I am highly excited about Dying Light, which will be coming out, it says 4/01, so that's not too far off. Mad Max comes out 5/31. I've already got a deposit down on that. Very excited. I just saw some more information on that this morning, which I posted on my Twitter. The Crew looks like it get pushed back considerably to 8/31 later in the year. So it's unfortunate, but again, if they take the time to get it right and make it nice right out of the gate, I don't have any qualms with it, so I'll look forward to The Crew. It'll be a big multiplayer game, but I'm looking forward. I think I'm actually going to start playing multiplayer with the new War Thunder coming out, and I think this game, The Crew, also looks really good. Some people are looking forward to a game called Destiny. I'll probably pass on that one. Doesn't really look like my cup of tea, but the graphics look fantastic. And of course, there's Titanfall that'll be coming out real soon for the Xbox One. That looks really cool. Made by the same folks that made Call of Duty. The Order 1886 comes out 12/30. It really is late in the year, but it looks really cool, and I'm going to also pre-order that one as well. I think that'll be an exclusive for the PlayStation 4. And then, last but not least, very disappointed by this, but if it's pushed back for the right reasons, I certainly don't have an issue with it, is Wolfenstein: The New Order is pushed back to 12/31. I mean, the very tail end of 2014. I could easily see that getting pushed back, into 2015 if there's any kind of a hiccup. So I don't mind them taking the time to dial the game in. I think that's great. It's worth the wait, but I just hope they're not stalling it just because they feel the need to add multiplayer. So, which could be, the case. I'm not sure. So those are really the only games I'm going to get. I'll probably pass on Watch Dogs. It looks interesting. I'm going to wait and see the reviews on that one first. I like some of the premise of it, but I'm not sure that it's going to be my kind of open world game. There's really nothing else that I see slated. I mean, they have new Gran Turismo 6 that's coming out any time now for the PlayStation 3. I probably will pass on that one as well, since I already have invested so much in Forza 4 and Forza Horizon with all the card packs and what have you. So I'll just kind of hold out for Drive Club in that regard. So there's really not a lot of games that looks like this first year to come out. So I certainly understand why some people jumped on the Xbox One. I think that the Dead Rising 3 really looks good. In fact, the more reviews and things I see on it, the more I like it. So if Microsoft does change their plans with the Xbox One and they make a more streamlined one that doesn't have the Force Connect gimmick, and they kind of streamline the whole package with maybe a different price break reflecting the lack of Connect, I'll certainly jump on that. I probably would get Dead Rising 3 right off the bat, and certainly Forza 5. But other than that, there's really no other draw that draws me for the Xbox One at the moment. My PlayStation 4, though, I'm really happy with. I like the share feature. Is worked very, very well. You get wonderful HD pictures, which you can put on your Facebook. You can even put them up on your Twitter, or you can save them to your computer photos within your computer, which is really nice. The share feature is very nice. It's run very smoothly and fluid. I haven't had any complaints. I just need more time with it. I've probably got a total of 7 hours tops in my PlayStation 4, which is horrible. So I've spent so much time working on the new house. I just repainted the outside of my house. I've been car shopping, and we have a lot of trees around the house. I've been raking leaves every week. I've got an incredible amount of leaves I've been throwing out. So a lot of household chores and errands take over. Anyone that knows me as a gamer knows that I don't like to game during the daytime, rarely unless I'm sick or maybe it's raining out and I have some days off. You can count on one hand how many times I actually do any gaming during the day. I usually only do it at nighttime, so it kind of limits my time slot for gaming. But I just really like it at night when it's dark and the picture's perfect. There's no sunlight on the screen. There's no distractions, and that's when I enjoy my gaming. So because of that, I don't get as much gaming time in as I'd like, but I'm really excited about playing more of the new Battlefield 4. The campaign looks wonderful. And then I got to get into my Killzone Shadowfall, and I'm saving the best for last. Probably right around Christmas, I want to start the campaign for Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is going to be wonderful. So that's pretty much it. My impressions are that I love the PS4. The controller works very, very well. I'm extremely happy with that. I actually like it over the Xbox 360 controller, which I thought nothing can top that. So very happy with that. I haven't had a chance to try the Xbox One controller, but it looks nice. I think there's some issues with possibly the new bumpers and triggers, but other than that, everyone seems to be having a good time with it. So I think that's great. I take my hat off to you if you bought either new console. Again, there's not a lot of games coming out right off the bat, but it's nice to get on something early. And what I do see, even though there's limited games I'm going to be pre-ordering throughout the year, is that, with the 5 or 6 games I'm going to have for the PlayStation 4, I'm certainly going to have a lot more time to get I'm going to get the 320 gig hard drive for my Xbox 360 and install more of my favorite games and finally get to finish more of these games. So I'm not complaining at all. I mean, certainly it's always nice to have more and more games, and I think there'll be more independent games and indie games. I'm still waiting to hear about The Witness 2, which was supposed to be a PlayStation 4 exclusive. That one I'm going to get immediately when it comes out. I'm extremely excited about that one. But I'm finally going to have a chance to play some of these PlayStation 3 games and Xbox 360 games, which have been eluding me for so long. And next I'm going to be working later this week also on my new film series, Escape to Cinema. And I'm going to start that. I've already outlined a couple. I'm trying to whittle down my top 10 favorite games within certain genres and my recommendations, which I think you're really going to enjoy. So that's going to be coming up real soon next. And I'm very excited about that. So it's going to be a wonderful holiday time. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving and really did count your blessings. We have so much to be thankful for. Many of us have just, we're always advancing. We're doing the best we can. Times are tough. The economy is tough. But we save our money. We have to pick and choose sometimes for the games we want or the systems we want. I've had so much money going out for so many things, buying a new house and saving up to buy this car after 10 years, that I've had to put off, my new PC. I've had to put off getting an Xbox One. So I certainly can validate anyone that's in the same boat. We're just doing the best we can to make do. So enjoy the wonderful holiday sales. I think they're going to have many more killer deals on new and used Xbox 360s, PS3s, and I'm sure they'll have more batches of PlayStation 4s and Xbox Ones we'll be able to get real soon. So Have a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy the games over the holiday. I'm going to have some more vlogs and more, probably some more impression videos coming up soon. I'm going to really try to focus more on my escape to cinema right now and enjoy the little bit of gaming time that I have in the evenings and weekends. So it's going to be nice. Things are slowing down now. I can finally concentrate on my gaming art and on my gaming, which is really all I've wanted all year. That's all I've been focused on. So thank you very much for watching. Enjoy your games. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year's. And I think we're off to a wonderful start. It's so exciting having these two new consoles. And finally seeing things come full circle with the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. It's nice that we have a huge legacy of games to enjoy on that with new games to come. Thanks again, guys.